Hello everyone, this is our fourth tutorial on Django. In the previous video we saw how we can configure different routes inside our Django project. Now in this video we will learn about how you can apply the migration and how you can configure the PostgreSQL database for your Django project. Currently we are using Sqlite3 database, and if you start your development server you will see this information like you have 13 currently unapplied migrations and your project may not work properly until you apply these migrations. So why this message appears? It appears because there are certain unapplied migrations inside these apps, which are the default apps that you can also see from here in settings.py file. These are the apps inside this installed app section, which are there by default inside our Django project. Then in order to apply these migrations you need to write python manage.py and then migrate. Now this will create certain tables inside your database based on the models which are defined in these apps, like user model, group model, and the permission model, which is there inside your auth app. You can also access these models from auth app by writing python manage.py and shell in order to open the shell, and then you can just import the models from auth app like user model. And if you want to see what are the users which are there inside the user model, then you can simply write user.objects.all. This will give you the list of all the users which are there inside your Django project. Since there is currently no user inside your Django project, that's why you are getting this query set as empty. So in order to create a user inside your Django project, let's say we are creating the super user, then you need to write python manage.py create super user. Now this will ask you the name of the user that you want to create. Let's say we are creating the test user. The email address is optional. If you want to give the email address, then you can give, otherwise you can skip this. We are skipping this. And then you need to write the password, and then you need to confirm the password again. Boom, the super user has been created. Now if you run your shell again, then you will see that we are having this test user inside the query set that has returned. So the user model has been created inside our database and it's working fine. So now you can start your server and you can log in the admin section by using the super user. Now also one more thing, you will not get the message of the unapplied migrations as you have already applied the migrations. Now in order to log in into the admin section, you need to go to the admin route, and then you need to specify the username and the password for that user that you have just created. Now you can see here these are the groups and the user models which are there inside this admin section, and you can go inside this users model. Then you can see there is a user that we have just created, and this is the super user, and you can check the permissions from here, like the super user status has been checked for this user. You can create the users as well of your choice by going inside this user model and then clicking on the add user, and then you need to specify the name for the user, let's say test user 2, and then you need to specify the password for that user and you need to confirm this. This will add a user test user 2 inside your user model, and then you can see this has been created. This is not a staff state, this has not been provided the staff status, that's why there is a cross here. And then you can provide the staff status by checking this box and then saving this detail. Now you can see here the staff status is checked here, and that's it for this. Now if you want to use the PostgreSQL database instead of Sqlite3 database, then you can do one thing. You need to first stop the development server and you need to provide the details inside the settings.py file that we have discussed earlier. Instead of the Sqlite3 engine, you need to pass the PostgreSQL database engine. First of all, you need to comment this database section for Sqlite3, and then you need to specify the details of PostgreSQL database like this. You need to provide the PostgreSQL database engine, which is PostgreSQL and Sqlite3 and then you need to provide the name for your database and the user with which you are connecting this database and the password for this user and the host and the port of your database server. As you can see here, I am currently having this PostgreSQL database inside my system, and Django project is a project which is there inside this server. If you see the server details, then you will find here that the host and the port are localhost and the port is 5432, which is default for PostgreSQL database. Then if you go inside the tables, like you will not see any table because there is no table currently inside this database, and if you run your server, then you will see that okay. So for this you need to first install the Sqlite3 module, which you are using in settings.py file. So for this you need to write pip install Sqlite3. Now this will install Sqlite3 package inside your virtual environment, which is required for connecting to the PostgreSQL database. You need to first install this package in order to get connected to this PostgreSQL database. So this has been successfully installed inside our virtual environment, and if you will run the server, then you will see that the server has been started and the same message will appear as you have changed the database to PostgreSQL, and you are having currently 13 unapplied migrations because the apps are having certain models inside them which has not been created inside your PostgreSQL database. So in order to do so, you need to first run python manage.py and then migrate. This will create all the required models inside your Postgre database. You can see them here. I need to first refresh this. So let's refresh this. Then you will see the tables has been created by this migration here. So if you check this table, then currently there are no user inside this database, so you will get the empty table here. So in order to create a super user, you need to write python manage.py create super user. Now you will provide the username and the email address and the password for the user. Then you will see that on querying this table again, a user has been created inside this PostgreSQL database whose name is test user, and you can run your server and you can see there are no unapplied migrations. So you can use the PostgreSQL database by following this procedure. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions you can write in the comment section and I will try to answer those questions. Thank you.